In this video, I want to talk about episode 4 of Raids, which is going to be the final episode in Modern Warfare 2. There was originally supposed to be 5, however, it's been cut short to 4. Probably because not enough people are playing them, so it's probably not worth the dev time, and of course, they need to be finishing up Modern Warfare 3, so they probably had to move a lot of the teams over to working on that game instead. So because of this, either both of the last 2 raids have just been crammed into one raid instead, or potentially maybe the final one could instead be transformed into one of the early campaign missions in Modern Warfare 3, or potentially it could have even been transformed into a live event or something like that, because it's rumored that Modern Warfare 3 is going to be revealed via a live event inside of Warzone on August 1st, which is a day before Season 5's release day, apparently on August 2nd. So maybe we're going to get the next episode of Raids, which is going to be sometime in July, likely on the Wednesday of either the first week or the second week of that month. But this season is very, very short, so we're kind of unsure as to how they're going to schedule it, and Season 5 is apparently then going to be the final season of the game, and I don't know what they're going to do in Season 5 to make up for no raid. We'll have to wait and see. Again, that could be because we're getting a live event or something instead, although Season 5 will be getting a Haunting of Al Mazrah Halloween event, so that should make up for any content droughts. Now the thing is, we got a little preview of episode 4 of Raids, we got an image, and we also learned that although this is going to be the final raid episode, the description said until redacted. Now we don't know what redacted is. That could simply be Modern Warfare 3, it could be the live event, or maybe Raids will be returning in Modern Warfare 3, but I don't think so because it doesn't seem like they've been that well received in this game. I really enjoy the lore, I really enjoy the storyline, but what I've been seeing online is that people don't seem to be replaying them. They might check it out once, but then they don't really play them again, and considering it does seem like they probably take a lot of development time and resources, I doubt they're probably going to continue with them. Now the last episode of Raids, Alex, Farah, and also Captain Price finally managed to find Hadir, Farah's brother, in the bunker, and he confronted us, and we unfortunately had to stand down and place our weapons on the floor. Now we know that Hadir wants to quote-unquote kill Russians. Probably he wants to go after the Russian government, of course, since they invaded Al-Qatala. He hates them, and of course they were responsible for his father dying as well, so he has great hatred for them. I doubt he wants to go after Makarov and the Russian ultranationalists. If anything, he's working with them, since he potentially might be one of the 4 horsemen, Al-Assad, and that could be something that is revealed within the final episode of Raids as well. We might finally learn that he is indeed Al-Assad, since their character models literally look exactly the same. All he needs is the glasses and a longer beard, and there you go. They are pretty much identical characters. They're even referred to as such in the files of the game, and of course, Al-Assad is the immortal lion, and Hadir was referred to by his father as a child as a little lion, so there's that connection there. So maybe in this final episode of Raids, he's going to be revealed as Al-Assad, and that could then tie into what is happening with Makarov and this reboot of No Russian that we see in the post-credit scene, of which, of course, Makarov is commandeering the hijacking of a commercial plane remotely via text messages, and it's likely because they want to frame it as an American attack, similar to the original No Russian, and that's probably going to be either the first campaign mission of Modern Warfare 3 or one of the very early ones. I'm really excited for that, but I'm sure that the final episode of Raids is going to somehow tie directly into that, and Hadir may be involved. He may blackmail us to even potentially be implicated in it, but I'm sure he's probably working with Makarov, because we do know that the Atomgrad bunker in the Satik Mountains, of which all of the raids have been taking place within, is an old Soviet-era Perseus bunker, and Hadir has managed to obtain one of the cores of this missile, this intercontinental ballistic missile. What he wants to do with it, I assume, is to use it against the Russians, the Russian government, and that's probably going to be tying into the fact that Makarov and these other horsemen probably want to cause World War 3 and send the world into chaos to usurp the Western world, similar to in the original trilogy. And we also do know that in this final episode of Raids, we're apparently going to be able to unlock a skin for Farah, which is nice. However, we've actually gotten some leaks for this raid, and because Modern Warfare 3 is going to be revealed as a live event inside of Warzone, I do wonder if this final episode of Raids is then going to tie directly into what happens within the live event, which may reveal Makarov. Maybe it's going to be some sort of nuke event or something to do with Modern Warfare 3. Makarov might finally be revealed to us, and then that'll probably tie the raids back into what's happening with No Russian. But before I get into all of the information surrounding this final episode of Raids, I first have an awesome game to let you be aware of. This video has been kindly sponsored by World of Warships, which is absolutely free. You can progress through the game's countless ship trees simply by playing the game and accumulating experience. If you check it out and register via the link below or using the code WARSHIPS, you can even enjoy a huge in-game starter pack worth 25 euros containing 500 doubloons, 7 days of premium, 2 million credits, a tier Force ship and 6 skill points commander, so don't miss out. Immerse yourself in thrilling naval battles and assemble an armada of over 600 ships from the first half of the 20th century. From stealthy destroyers to gigantic battleships, change the look of your ship, choose upgrades to suit your playstyle, and go into battle with other players. The game is on PC, but there's a console version of the game too called World of Warships Legends that you can check out. Naval warfare has never looked this good. Engage in thrilling battles between massive fleets across a multitude of gigantic maps where every maneuver, salvo, or push can mean the difference between utmost triumph and total defeat. From Bismarck to Yamato to Iowa and Hood, the most famous and historic warships of World War I and II have been recreated in breathtaking detail, making World of Warships the most extensive virtual navy museum on the planet. There is a new branch of European destroyers and a new decorated fjord port. Everything designed in breathtaking Art Deco style. Every playstyle has its place with different classes. Take command of devastating but slow battleships, versatile but vulnerable cruisers, stealthy but lightly armed destroyers, or quick striking and fragile aircraft carriers, and everything in between. The game has rewarding progression. Choose your favorite branch among in-game nations and battle your way up a comprehensive ship tier system following a natural historical progression. Upgrade and customize, install modifications on your ship to fit your playstyle, train your commanders to unlock special skills and augment your fleet with camouflages, signal flags, and more. Play solo or with friends. If the life of a lone wolf is not for you, invite your friends to a division and put your cooperative skills to the test. If you are looking for a real challenge, join a clan, climb to the top of the clan league, and strive to be the best on your server. So yeah, if this game suits you like I said before, why not check it out, learn the history today via the link in the description, and claim those free rewards, especially because it's free, so there's literally no reason not to give it a try. Okay, so for the final episode of Raids, here is the information. Now, of course, like with all leaks and rumors, we need to take this with a massive grain of salt, but apparently, we're finally going to be able to play as 4 players cooperative. I don't know why, but previously, Gaz was exfilled, and after Alex, of course, met up with our crew in episode 2 of Raids, we were then expecting for episode 3 to play as 4 characters, but for some reason, Gaz disappeared, and then we were just stuck with 3, and I don't really know why that makes sense, but apparently that's going to change for this final episode. Again, I don't know if this is false, because I don't understand why they didn't just allow us to play with 4 in the last raid, but nevertheless, apparently we're going to be able to play as Farah, Price, Alex, and Hadir, which again, very, very weird. Why would we be playing as Hadir? He literally just cornered us and made us place our weapons down. So again, this could be incorrect, but it might be correct. It does make sense that Hadir might be forcing us to work together and to help him, which of course Farah definitely doesn't want to do. She absolutely despises what has happened to her brother and what he's turned into due to his hatred and trauma that happened as a child, and throughout his life it's radicalized him. And whilst it's understandable as to how he's come to these conclusions, as to how his character has formed, you know, he's going about things the wrong way and just is causing further destruction, which is the complete opposite of what Farah stands for. But if we're all going to be playing together, what exactly is Hadir going to be commandeering us to do, and how is he going to be getting us to do that? And if we're all playing together, who are we going to also be fighting against in the raid? So far we've just been fighting against Al-Qatala, of course Hadir is the commander of. Who are we going to be fighting against? Are random Russian operatives going to turn up and they're who we're fighting against? Are they going to be Perseus people? Since of course this is a Perseus bunker, and Hadir, like I was saying earlier, has one of the cores of this intercontinental ballistic missile. Apparently we're going to see this new core in this final episode of Raids though, and maybe Hadir is going to be trying to force us to do something with it, transport it. I have no idea. Maybe he's even going to be trying to force us to launch it. That would be a good cliffhanger, but like I said, I feel like he's probably going to be revealed to be Al-Assad in this final episode, and that could be how the raid ends, on a big cliffhanger. But yeah, I don't really know how this is all going to play out. Apparently though, we're going to be able to unlock Hadir as a operator in this raid, which I think is very likely, but if he does indeed come, I think they might as well just let us know he is indeed Al-Assad. I hope that isn't saved for Modern Warfare 3. I hope that's revealed in this final raid, because we all know it's pretty much the case due to everything that we've learned so far. So right now we're just anxiously awaiting how exactly this is all going to play out and how it's going to tie back with Modern Warfare 3 and this new version of No Russian. Apparently there is going to be a super Easter egg for this raid, where there's going to be an Easter egg, different steps to do on episode 1, 2, 3, and 4, and I don't know what will happen when you do all of these Easter eggs, where you get a cutscene at the end, where you just unlock a blueprint or something like that. Of course, each raid has had a different Easter egg, but it seems like there's going to be a cross-mission Easter egg this time as well. I don't even know where he's getting this information from. Like I said, we need to take all of this with a grain of salt. So as you know, sometime in Season 4, there is actually going to be a The Boys crossover, which is a show on Amazon inside of Modern Warfare 2/Warzone 2. And we're not exactly sure what this event is going to entail, but when Season 4 was revealed, we learnt of a secret operator called Butch, and we assumed that this was going to be the operator with the boys crossover. However, it's actually not. It's going to be a 4th of July operator, apparently all-Americaned out with his base skin. So yeah, it has nothing to do with his crossover, so we don't exactly know who the operators are going to be coming with this event. But according to this prior leak, which again, we don't know if it is even real, we could potentially be seeing Billy Butcher as well as Soldier Boy. I don't know why we couldn't see Homelander or someone else as well. Let me know in the comment section down below what characters from the show would you like to see in the game. But honestly, I don't really care in terms of the bundles. I want to see something fun, actually tangible in the game, whether that is an event, a limited time mode, or something like that. I just don't really like the fact that with all of the recent crossovers they've been doing, such as the one with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, all it has been is a skin. Who cares about a skin? I want to see something we can actually play that's fun in the game, and I think we might actually be getting that with this boys event, because within the Season 4 trailer, we did see a boys logo within the actual map, so it seems like we might be getting some sort of mode themed around the boys event, or some sort of limited time event, and hopefully we get some sort of mini battle pass type thing with different challenges and things we can unlock for completing them. And we might actually know what mode is coming with this boys crossover, because there's been a mode found in the files of the game apparently called Havoc, which makes you a super soldier. You have to eliminate the enemy with incrementing gameplay modifiers. So there's various different modifiers, such as perspective shift, changes your character view to third person, hero landing, creates an explosion from an elevated position, ammo feeder, auto reload on kills, eyes on, advanced UAV always active, boots on the ground, which is unknown but appears to be anti-gravity. So it makes sense that with this boys crossover, there's going to be this mode, which is going to give you hero superpower-like abilities for short durations. Let me know what you think of this in the comment section down below, as always, of course. But that's everything I wanted to talk about in this video. That's everything we know so far regarding episode 4 of Raids, the final one. Excited to see, as we're seeing, how it ties into Modern Warfare 3, which we know it's going to tie into something redacted, which I have to assume is Modern Warfare 3, and that's everything we know regarding the boys event as well. But anyways, thank you for watching the video. Make sure you subscribe if you're not here for the latest and greatest Call of Duty news and information. So anyways, thank you for watching, and bye.